Chilling in the garden where the green leaves grow. Catch a vibe so smooth, feel the peace overflow. From the mountains to the sea, take a token, feel free. In the Cannabis Network, that's where happiness be. Blazing trails with friends, dancing in the twilight. Smoke rings right high under the pale moonlight. Every puff a new story, feel the world align. In the Cannabis Network, let your spirit shine. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the Cannabis Network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the Cannabis Network, let your worries go. From the desert to the snow, we light up the days. Laughing in the moment, letting stress fade away. Cannabis Connect, the bonds we create. In the Cannabis Network, we elevate. Leaves of green bring scenes serene. Life becomes a colorful dream. Inhale the peace, exhale the strife. Cannabis Network, give me life. Come on, join the crew where the good times flow. In the Cannabis Network, we all take it slow. Feel the rhythm of the beat, feel the love and glow. In the Cannabis Network, let your worries go.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Hello.
The lovely Jessica's taking the night off. We got the old man Joey from the Bronx. Down below him, we've got Mr. Agro Fire, and then obviously Fish and Gold down below me. The intro needs to be updated, actually.
Did everybody watch for the fish?
Oh, yeah.
I seen the fish. I'm actually going to be doing a new video for the intro.
What'd you say? A nude video?
Nude? Hell no, it's too cold for that. It was 54. Oh, she's doing all right. She's just chilling. 54 degrees this morning. It was cold as. Pretty soon there's going to be snow.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a jacket.
We're into fall already, right?
Right?
We? After Labor
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
we haven't reached the equinox.
When's the equinox?
It's coming up here, but it's not fall yet.
Oh. Well, it seems after Labor Day, like the 1st of September, it starts getting cold. No longer like it was 95 and we were having heat waves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now it's down to 70s constantly.
Shit, it was 86 degrees here today. And it was
it's raining on Renee's birthday? Come on, man.
Oh, no.
Happy birthday, Renee.
what's up, Bob? Would you like to go in?
It was a hot 86 degrees today down here.
It got pretty hot at the hot part of the day over here.
That's one thing.
Hercules needs a bath.
When I was living in Louisiana, it'd be 100 degrees humidity, 92 degrees, or 100% humidity, 92 degrees, and it'd start raining.
Oh.
You want to talk about hot and humid?
Ooh.
Yeah, we get a good bit of that here.
It'd be so humid out there that even without the rain, you'd go from your house, which is you gotta have AC. If you don't, you're just suffering. So you go from your house to your car, and by the time you get to your car and your car AC kicks in, you're already sweated out through your shirt and everything.
Yeah.
So you run your car until it's cool, and then you take it off, you go to work. You get to work, you park in the parking lot, you head to the building. By the time you get to the building, you're sweating again. You know, I mean, it's just so hot and muggy down there. Everybody just walks around from air conditioned area to air conditioned area, sweating in between, you know.
Where you talking about, Cole?
What's that? Oh, this is Louisiana.
The bayou.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, dirty.
My buddy's
The
from
South
Orlando.
sucked.
Yeah.
So up in Wisconsin, it's humid. Like you get in the Midwest, it's humid. Different areas have a dry heat, wet heat. Like out in Pueblo, Colorado, it was dry.
Yeah.
It was 80 some degrees, no air conditioning, windows down. It was chill. I was cool.
Yeah.
Windows down, I was all right. Here, 80 degrees, I'm soggy. Like I got the air on,
Yeah.
Yo, Shane, what's happening, Shane?
and
Shane?
I'm dying. Shane Pethero, what's going on, buddy? DB says hopefully the weather holds out for plants to finish up well. DB's got a pretty nice garden.
Well, that's the thing about it, man. You want this time of year, you really don't want a lot of rain and stuff. You can help it. You know, you don't get mold.
Down here, we usually advise people to invest in big umbrellas.
Yeah.
Our fall is so humid, the dew point's so high
Yeah.
that I mean, it's like and if you get a rain, it ain't dry now.
Yeah.
If you got bud and it starts to rain,
Well, up at the mine, every day about what, 5:30? Up in the mountain?
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
what I did outdoors is I used rolling panels, Kyle, so I
yeah,
could roll them up and down. So if it was rainy but it made it humid inside the tent, inside the greenhouse,
yeah,
I could roll the sides up so I get airflow, more airflow.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
But
Well, I
if
mean,
it
Go
wasn't
ahead, sorry.
rainy, if it was good and sunny, I could roll them all the way back and just let them be under the sun.
yeah. If you're in a greenhouse, usually you're good. You know what I mean? You can keep enough air travel to
Yeah.
keep it down.
Yeah.
But
It's
if
just,
it's directly raining on it,
yeah.
I can't tell you how many people I've heard over the years. You know, they'll put their little couple, one or two, three out. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you'll talk to them in fall and ask them how everything went, and they'll be like, "I got mush."
Yeah, a bunch of shit. Yeah.
You know, then you get the damn the what do they got? Little caterpillars that crawl all over them, and they
Oh.
basically like piss and shit the whole time.
Oh my God.
If you don't hit them with some dipel, some PT,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you gotta go out right after the full moon when the moths lay their eggs.
Yeah. See, the problem you have up here is, but there's a huge mold spore on the west side of the mountains here, the Cascade Mountains,
Yeah,
and so you're always fighting that mold spore, and especially in the fall. You know,
oh yeah,
you want a nice Indian summer if you're going to get a full 10, 12 weeks for your buds. You know, that's why I've been thinking more and more about autoflower. You know, autoflower really seems like, man, that might be a viable way to go.
I mean, I've seen people pull half pounds off autoflowers that they did
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've seen people
Well-
pull damn near quarter pound off of an autoflower and not have shit for the right circumstances.
What did we have? We had well over a quarter pound because I had 3.5 and you got at least 3. Yeah, the Northern Lights from Dutchy, the seeds Dutchy sent.
I
How
forget
come
what
you
the
so
hell-
loud, man?
Yeah, you're very
Listen,
hot. Your mic is very hot.
hey,
Joe, you got them damn hearing aids turned up tonight?
oh shit, I'm full blast.
You are full blast.
Woo!
We didn't.
How
know if
you
you was-
doing?
That's
I didn't know
better.
if you was just passionate about this evening.
I'm fucking excited, everybody. How you doing? I didn't
No,
realize my audio was that fucking jacked.
Yeah, it was just.
That motherfucker was loud as
I thought you were yelling at us, man.
I thought you were
Here.
mad. Yeah, right?
Yeah, Cole, over here we have to worry about the hurricanes too.
Oh yeah.
Every year, like every year. That when we bought rights to a certain strain of CBD, that was the reason why we bought the rights to it, was because it was an early finisher. and it generally finished off in the first couple weeks of September
Yeah.
before the storms came in.
Yeah.
Because oh yeah, we've had to go out there. We've had to go out and chop a whole field after a windstorm, and I think we ran 5 36-foot flat deck trailers
Oh man.
to the chicken house full of plants.
Yeah.
We had a chicken house that was converted into a drying house. It had all concrete floors in it. They dry ice blast it. 50 foot by 500 foot. From one end to the other, nothing but looked like Christmas trees hanging upside down.
Yeah.
Yep. But we had to get some of them gigantic dehumidifiers like they use when you have a flood out in a home.
Uh-huh.
We had to get some of those big daddy, like Sunbelt dehumidifiers to get the damn moisture level where we needed it to the right
Yeah,
amount.
you gotta have that humidity rate because, man, when I was indoors, it was like it can get wet in there real quick right after you water. You know, you got 45. Well, you figure 15 plants in a room, you know, at a time. You got 45 plants per grow, and you got 2 of those grows. You know,
Oh yeah.
and that's what I had going. So you figure you water 15 or 30 plants at a time. That's going to increase the humidity inside the house substantially. You know.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we had to have the dehumidifiers, and I had them actually mounted on shelves that were above the windows, so I could drip them right through the walls out the
Yep.
drip them right out the wall.
Well, that's one of the things. You can't increase the airflow too much unless you have the carbon filtration, because
That's
you're
what-
going to have the stink. And because weed smells like there's going to be a certain point for people that haven't grown. Once you hit a certain point, that shit stinks.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my goodness, does it stink?
yeah.
Like if you grow outside, your neighbors are going to know from a couple streets down at a certain point, depending on how much you grow,
Yeah.
they're going to know.
Well, I had, not for nothing, I had 6-foot filters in each room. So 6-foot carbon filters. We're talking, 2.5, 3 feet around, 6 feet tall. And then I had a 6-footer on my exhaust as well. So that's a lot of filtration going on, and the smell around my and all the smell went up my chimney, went out the top of my chimney. So if there's any smell left over after all that filtration, it was above the houses. It was just out there above us, So I never had, and the only time I ever had an issue. Oh my God. So when I got my grow done, my last grow house I had, when I got it done, I had a cannabis attorney come out and take a look to make sure everything was kosher, because I knew I was walking a gray line, walking the tight line between the legality of having 2 locations, being a house that's on 2 tax lots, right?
Yep.
So he came out and he looked at it, and he looked at the maps and the how I had everything set up. And when he thought everything was okay, he called the sheriff's department to have them come out and let them know that there's a legal grow going on in their county and that we're in compliance. Then if they're ever having any problems, all they need to do is give me a call. Here's my number. Here's my attorney's number. He gave them their card, his card. And I never had any problem except one time. It wasn't a sheriff that came to my door. It was a city cop. They come to my door because a little neighbor kid was missing, and nobody knew where he was, and they were just there asking if they could look in the backyard and everything, which I had nothing outdoors, so I didn't care, and everything was legal, so I really didn't care either way. But when I came to the door, I came right from the garden. Now I had an entrance to the door of the garden, and then I had another door they had to walk through to get up to the stairs. But I just came to a garden full of budding plants. Kyle, you know what that smells like.
You smelled like two skunks fighting in a fart factory.
Oh, that cop was like, "Oh man!"
Oh
He
yeah.
says, "You must have just washed your dog after I've been in a skunk or something." I said, "Something like that. How can I help you, officer?" But ends up the little kid was playing hide and seek. He was hiding under his mom's bed.
Oh
And,
man.
Right then, somebody was yelling out, "Oh, we found him!" So then the cop was overjoyed to go over and be the one to find the lost kid. So they left me alone. But yeah,
Hey, you gotta love the gardening smell.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, listen, boys and girls, I wasn't going to stay long tonight. I'm really tired, so I'm going to go relax and watch the rest of the game over here because I'm pretty well exhausted.
All right, Joe.
You
Sorry to hear
hold-
about your puppy dog.
Yeah.
Hope you have a good weekend. We will see you coming up this week. We have the Corner Boys, the Illinois weed company. They got some awesome pot.
You know, I decided I was sitting here. I decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making videos. Maybe I'll do a couple of lives, but I'm going to do all that, all the pay dirt I have in the box down here because of the price of gold today. I want to see how much flake gold I can come up with this year. So I'm going to do all them. I got a 3 grammer. I got a couple of 1 grammers in there, a couple of half grammers.
Oh.
You know, so we're going to see how much gold we can get out of it. And with that, I'll let you all know I had to put my the puppy that we had for 16 years. My wife and I, we had to put it down yesterday. So kind of tired and not really into it. So that's why I'm going to take tonight off. So I'll see you all later, man.
All right, Joe. Love you, man.
Take
All
care.
right.
See you, Joe.
Good night. Oh, where am I here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
How you doing?
Kyle likes to just sit there and watch us old people mess around with electronics, trying to figure out how to make them work. Yeah,
Kyle can't send an email.
I know I see it. I'm no better with that shit than y'all.
Oh, man.
I may be worse.
I hate it when
Like,
somebody
Derek-
says, "Send me an email." I'm like,
No. Fuck you.
"Can I text you?" I figured that much out.
I'll be like, you just send me an email and you just wait for me to respond.
Yeah, huh?
Ain't gonna be like no slow bob putt pants off a damn square SpongeBob. No 2 hours later, more like 2 years later.
Yeah.
I had to send Kyle a file. I just waited till he was with me, and then I sent it. I'm like, give me your phone.
Yeah.
Handed him his phone back. He's like, that's how you do it.
That's how you That's it. You got a message. I don't have a message. Here's my phone. Find it. I hate emails. Don't get me wrong,
I think
they great.
I think Renee's gonna have some birthday brown chicken brown cow with David.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with it. That's your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
So Renee is 54 years old. I did some math. Right? Is that right, Renee? You're 54. She's not that old, so I can do the math because I'm like 78, 7 years difference, 7 and 7. That's right, right? 54. 54.
Yeah.
Don't get them meth heads.
I remember 54. Yeah, I think that's when I got my pacemaker. The year I got my pacemaker. But, so, Jerk, I want to take a look at your pipe there real quick. Can you hold it up for a second?
All right, I'm going to be muted for a minute because the dog's going to be going crazy. Oh, she said David went to sleep.
Now, when I was a young man, that chamber that Jericho's fingers are on, I remember I was probably 14, 15 years old. And my cousin told me, hey, man, what you do is you take those chamber pipes, you open it up, and you put a big old bud in there, man. And then you smoke through it for a while, and then you got the really sticky, icky bud, man. So I put a bud in there, and I smoked through it, and I forgot about it, to be honest with you. And when I finally remembered about it, it was so covered in resin. The whole thing just tasted like grunt. You know what I mean? Like resin. It was the worst. I gave the bud away to Frank, a friend of mine. I was like, I can't even smoke this, man. Oh, it was so nasty.
Great idea.
Yeah, it was a great idea.
Great idea.
That's what it is. The chamber pot.
Yeah.
That's still that creates
I think it would have been okay if I only smoked a little through it. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's just like rolling up. Like I try to keep my blunt roaches pretty big.
Yeah.
So every once in a while, like if I'm smoking on the same stuff for a little while, and I could just go up there and get in my roach collection. If not really getting real high for what I'm smoking,
Yeah.
and I'll break me up a damn roach blunt, roll me up a roach blunt in a
So
heartbeat.
let me show you this DJ Short Blueberry I've been smoking on, Kyle. I got 3 nugs here. I'll show you. Here's one of them.
You got to put your hand behind it, I think.
Oh, do I? Okay. Let's see here. Does that help?
No.
No.
Oh, you got to do it with your. Oh, you're on your laptop, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't do it like your phone will.
Oh, well. Anyways, I got.
He's got some pretty pot.
Yeah, I got 3 really nice nugs of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But they got nice foxtails. They're really mature. They're hand trimmed, small batch. A place called Lazy Bee Gardens.
Was it real expensive?
Not incredibly. 200 an ounce. For top shelf, it's not bad.
That ain't bad at all.
No, I've seen lesser weed for 250, 300 even.
Oh yeah, still do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
All right. So I have some questions.
Uh-oh.
Magic mushrooms.
no, there you getting into a thing you might get dinged on if you talk about on it. It's
Nope. So there's legalities right now. We're discussing the legal news. They're talking about antidepressant based magic mushrooms.
I can see that.
The
Microdose.
feds, yep, for microdosing purposes.
Yeah.
The feds are talking about allowing. Well, there's certain states already that are doing not lab tests, but like.
Well, like Denver, you can buy mushrooms less, I heard.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, it's a lot of places have it's one of those gray area things. PTSD and depression for sure.
yeah.
But no,
Something.
I'm trying to think what they're talking like where they're doing the what do you call it, Kyle? The fucking tests where you can go and like where you take the fucking medications and stuff.
COAs?
Pharmacy?
No. Like when Big Pharma pays people to do the tests.
Oh, yeah. The
human
research.
trials.
The research
human
trials.
Research
Yeah.
trials.
The human trials. Yeah. So they're doing that with fucking magic mushrooms, man.
I'll volunteer.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
Hey, no, listen, I look at it this way, man. If I can pick it, dry it, and use it, then there's nothing wrong with it.
I agree.
It's like any
Clinical
other
trials.
on the earth.
Yeah.
It's like picking a carrot. It's like picking garlic, which is, by the way, very good for you. To have garlic in your diet, especially for men's health. Garlic, turmeric, and chlorophyll, wheatgrass juice. I hear that combination is very good for certain glands that like to get enlarged when we get older. So, unfortunately, I can't take turmeric because I'm on blood thinners, and turmeric affects blood thinners for some reason. So
Yeah.
I've got to stay away from it. Yeah. So I've got to stay away from it.
We can take all the garlic we want,
Yeah, man, I'm a
but
garlic.
no,
Love it.
but in some states, you're allowed to grow your own psilocybe cubensis.
Yeah.
In some states, you're not. Now you can get the spores in any state, but you can't legally, but you can't grow them in
Yeah.
every state. But now there's a company called Northspore that has decided to send us some really cool stuff. We're going to be giving away some different neat things on a Fungi Friday
Yeah.
coming up. So that's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just happen to know this one guy that knows a lot about mushrooms. So I see the background changed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got Marcy Collins in the house. But yeah, so they actually have these all-in-one grow bags that we're going to be giving away, an all-in-one grow bag. Basically, you just microwave it or put it in a pressure cooker. They have the instructions on the video that you watch, but you wipe the thing with alcohol afterwards. You inject your spores in it. You can get chicken of the woods. You can get different kinds of like morels even. They have outdoor mushroom things. They have indoor mushroom kits. They have a wide variety. They actually have monotube sets. They have a lot of really cool mushroom kits that you can get on their website. We'll be sharing that link out on an upcoming Fungi Friday stream. But they're going to be giving away some really neat stuff. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Hell yeah.
You know, the thing is when it comes to medication of any sort, I don't care what medication you're taking, whether it's the heart meds that I take or the daily vitamins you take. I don't know what you do or do not take. I don't care. It comes from the earth in some form, or it just ain't made. Think about it. Everything comes from there. Where do you think they get the chemicals to make these drugs? Magically out of space? That's not how it happens. It comes from something on the earth. You know, I'm going to see a naturopath on the 10th of this month. And I'm going to have some questions for him to see about maybe dropping some of the meds I'm on for maybe a little healthier life choices, you know. So I'm going to have a good, serious talk.
Speaking of, I'm going to grab my meds.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's always a good thing if you can, use natural things to heal yourself and reduce the amount of pharmaceuticals that you take.
Yeah. You know, that email thing. Oh, God. See, I'm still trying to learn email. Yeah.
It's overrated. Cole, can you hear me? Cole,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. My damn Wi-Fi is all fucked up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi ain't working right. Yeah, I seen where DJ Short was dropping a whole bunch of seeds here recently.
Yeah.
A lot more of his strains have become available over the last year.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they will have more discussions about legality of psychedelics, more discussions about legalities of this is great that they're thinking about what's it called
Ketamine.
rescheduling
Oh,
MMJ, medical or marijuana. Think about rescheduling.
I mean, there's been a lot of people I know that have been using ketamine for, you know,
That was the other thing I saw.
yeah, out in California, Colorado. I don't know if you can.
But
I don't
what
know.
drug turns them into zombies? That's the thing that's going to be the question. So I highly believe that there's going to be one of these pharmaceuticals or one of these shit. Hold on.
Your mic got real hot again, Jericho.
Okay.
You better.
I'm on a shitload of prescription medications for my heart. My
Yeah.
fucking I got problems.
Yeah.
My damn loop recorder was popping out my chest. My body said, no, this thing's foreign. Ejecto, get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
That was crazy. They get sued sufficiently and substantially.
How long is that
Damn.
be in your chest?
Years.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
It's been trying to come out since it's been in there.
Wow. Obviously they didn't do a very good job making a pocket for it, did they?
No.
Yeah.
He cut it and shoved it in there.
Yeah, no, they gotta make a pocket, I think.
Yeah, no, he didn't make it nothing. He just cut and shoved. But I recall that.
Yeah.
I remember so I was awake because when they did the last
Angiogram?
yeah, they were like asked if I wanted to be put out and I'm like, no. I
Yeah.
don't want fentanyl, nothing.
Yeah.
They're like, okay. So they gave me a wash rag for my eyes so I didn't have to see this.
Yeah.
And it fell off. And I was watching them take them wires and shove it into my wrist.
I can't
And I was like, yeah, get it. And it was like he was just shoving these wires in there. I'm like, damn. And I could, he's just giving it, right? Like shoving these metal ass wires into my wrist.
Yeah.
With no, damn. Isn't he afraid he's going to shove it up in and down and through and pop a hole in something?
Pretty good.
Nope.
Pretty good at what they do. See, I got medical anxiety, so when I have the weirdest, smallest, dumb things done, I can't be there. I can't be present.
See, for my teeth, I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, well, the teeth don't bug me so much because I can't see it, but the other stuff, it's just I don't want to be awake for any of that.
But I mean, basically, imagine a straw getting stuck in your artery, and then a wire getting stuck inside that, and then another wire with a tiny camera, basically. Just shove that motherfucker in there, and the little Chinese feller just got his foot on the table and just wrenching on this wire to cram a balloon up in there, and yeah, that's what it looked like.
No, I was offered a DVD of my open heart surgery, the actual open heart surgery. And I was like,
"What's up, Darren?
I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to see that. watch your own chest get cut open and all that good
Yeah,
stuff.
fuck that.
Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on watching anything get done on me. No, I've had those angiograms a few times, and I've had them go on my leg, to my thigh to do stuff. I've had them go to my wrist to do stuff. Heck, when I woke up from getting my transplant stuff done, they had 9 different lines in me. I counted them. 9 different tubes or lines going in or out of me. It was no walk in the park, especially since some of the medication they give you makes you forget. There's a medication called Versed, makes you forget. So
Yeah.
when I woke up, I forgot why I was there. I didn't remember walking in the hospital that morning for open. I mean, I remember now, but the first thing when I woke up was, oh, have I been was I ran over or something? Was I in an accident? What the hell, But yeah, I figured then like I started like pulling at my breathing tube, so they put me to sleep right away, And when I woke up the next time, I remembered, oh yeah, I had open heart surgery. That's what I'm here for. And I was trying to tell them, hey, how do I get this thing out of my throat? And they were telling me, yeah, you got to calm down and quit pulling on that, because when you pull on it, you're telling us you're not ready to come out of sedation to have that thing pulled out. And so I had to just like be cool for like half an hour of this thing down my throat.
Oh,
It's so uncomfortable.
oh,
So finally, after about a half hour, they come in and took it out. And then I still had 8 other lines in me. And that was no fun.
If I got to have something in here, then
Uh,
I need to be unconscious.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
they need to remove it.
Like when they used to do the COVID thing way back in
Later, Darren.
in your nose, I used to tell them, let me do it, because I can get back there too, and I can do it better than you can. I'm not going to poke myself doing it. And they said, you think you can do it? Oh yeah. See, when I was in school in New Orleans, I'd do a little street entertaining, some side hustling. So I play guitar and I sing the blues. So I did a little bit of that, but I wasn't very good at the time. So some other things I did is I did some street magic. And one of the tricks I do is I can take it like a nail and stick it up my nostril. There's 2 passages in your nose. One you don't want to go in. The other one, it just goes to the back of your throat.
yeah.
So it's no big deal. So I take a hammer and pretend like I'm really doing something, and and I'd make a big scene of it, and people would throw you a buck here and a buck there and whatever, just see the oddity of it, But since I could do that whenever I took my COVID test, I always just did it myself. And the nurses were always a little wary of having me do that, And they always said, I've never had anybody do that before. And I even had an NG tube had to have to go down one time. And I helped her get it started, Yeah, those NG tubes are no fun. If you just relax, you go with it, you'll be fine.
Nope. I was going to get in a fight with somebody trying to stick one of them suckers down my nose.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, I got tiny nose holes.
Yeah.
My nose holes is tiny.
Yeah.
I got a big nose and tiny nose holes. It don't make sense.
Yeah.
That stuff hurts.
Oh yeah.
When they try to fit them big tubes up there and it just don't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the heart cath. That's what I'm saying. That's what I had, the heart cath. When they shoved that thing in my wrist up into my chest. This last one in July. Yep. I don't ever want to see that again. I felt it. I tell you what.
See, I
Same
can't.
with the one in North Carolina when they went through the thigh, the leg. I was like, dude's an asshole. He was talking shit. I was like, listen, motherfucker, that shit hurt.
uh,
I felt that. I don't want to feel. I'm not supposed to feel it. I don't care. There's supposed to be something you can do to make it so I can't feel it. Like, damn.
Well, there is. It's called anesthesia. You know,
But
then you guarantee you
like,
won't feel anything. And there's conscious
exactly.
sedation even, where they just put you like kind of zoomy, you know, just kind of out there, but you're not fully out.
They can gas you. They ain't got to put you on the fentanyl.
Yeah.
Like when I got my tonsils out, they hit me with that laughing gas shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was fun stuff.
Yep.
No. My first surgery, I couldn't walk for 18 months after that. 18 months.
Wow.
Yeah, it was my circumcision. Yeah.
Damn cold.
18 months later, I was walking, but you know, it was pretty unsteady at first.
Oh, you're a tripod.
Yeah.
Oh, what you got coming up? Exciting. So we got next week. We got the Corner Boys.
Very cool. Oh, next week, this time, I will not be here. I have to do some cooking for our synagogue.
All right.
I'll be there doing that.
But you'll be here Tuesday.
I'll be here Tuesday. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's just Wednesday and Thursday I have things going on. Wednesday I'm going to see a naturopath, actually. So looking forward to that.
I think I'm going to do one of the tiny little micro mushroom bags
Yeah.
for the first grows.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then for the next one, I'm going to do a monotub.
Monotub, yeah. I'd start with the monotub. It's so easy. And you get way
Well,
more.
it's space wise.
Oh, gotcha. But the monotub's not that big.
Well, top of the, I guess I'll look at top of the dresser. Ma-
I had mine under the desk when I had a monotub.
Mm,
Yeah. I stuck it under the desk. And I kept it in the box that it came in, actually. You know, so that it would be light proof.
yeah.
Kept it warm. Kept it humid. I didn't have the top on it, but, you know, I had it in the box. But that little monotub, for what it was worth, was okay, you know. But
What are you getting out of a monotub? Because they claim, you know.
yeah. Well, here's what happens: is you'll get different flushes. Okay, everything will fruit up, and meaning you get mushrooms.
So let's say we're gonna do
Let me finish.
hypothetical penis envy.
Yeah, I'm trying to answer your question.
Okay.
So you get a first flush, and you make that. You cut those off. You cut all those mushrooms off, right? Then you can re-soak, or sometimes you have to re-soak it. Sometimes you don't. Your cake, your mycelium cake, and put it back in the monotub and get a second flush from it. Sometimes even a third. So you can get several harvests out of one monotub. So if you do it right, you can probably get, I want to say, maybe 3 ounces, 4 ounces out of a grow in a monotub. as opposed to a bag where you're going to get maybe a half ounce if you're lucky.
Well, the bags are mostly just for fun and looks.
Yeah, the bag is a small little grow, you know. But
This is what it would look like if you did it, whatever. But out of them petri dishes, you get enough spores to do a couple. So
yeah. Yeah, I prefer liquid spore myself. I get liquid spore, and then I get this. When I was into that, you know, I would get liquid spore, and I would also get a
you just get the syringes.
spore colonizer, and it had a little spin magnet, and I had a spin tray at the time, magnetic spinner, you know, and I'd spin that up a little bit. I'd put in the one syringe of the spores, and it would make that whole pint jar full of spores. So now from one spore, I've got 300, you know, because they just multiply. And then when that one starts to get low, you just buy another one of those and fill it and let it multiply. And, you know, so it's kind of endless. Yeah. And you just end up with, especially if you find a good strain, something that you like, you can keep that strain going for a long time. You know, yeah.
See, one thing I was looking at was like, there's different mushrooms, for cooking,
Yeah.
and I like the DV. What she put? What was her? The eyes crossed out. The funny mushrooms. Most people. What's up, Mr. Goldpan and Dutchy Jacko? Most people are going to want to know how to grow the magic mushrooms.
Oh, magic. Hell yeah.
But
Hell
you
yeah.
can grow, and I want to grow some of those expensive mushrooms
Yeah.
that chefs want, because that's going to be a thing that in certain areas, you can grow these mushrooms in a controlled environment and then sell them to kitchens. And if you have a good mushroom, I was looking at a guy's growing, I think it was Northwestern. He grows between 30 and 40 sets, and he's making, here you go, Dutchy says,
Yeah.
lion's mane, oyster mushroom, shiitake.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and Cole will tell you, some of these chefs will pay ungodly amounts of money for rare mushrooms,
Yeah.
and I don't know why, but it's fun to grow mushrooms.
Because they're rare and hard to get.
And they're rare and hard to get.
It's like morels right now are selling for $50 a pound.
And where we are, we can just go out in the woods and find them.
Well, it's same here. You got to be a gatherer. You got to be able to go out and do the job, a forager, you know. And you know, those of us that don't have a car, those of us that don't, you know, ever leave the city, really, you know, except for the rare occasion, and like we end up paying $50 a pound if you want morels. If you don't, can't afford it, you don't buy it, you know.
Now, what about dried morels?
Dried morels are good, except that you gotta, you know, put some you gotta reconstitute them with water, and then you really want to use that liquid because that's got a lot of taste in it. So dried morels are good for like if you're trying to make like a mushroom risotto, if you're trying to make a wild mushroom soup, or something like that. That's when I use my dried mushrooms. You know, other than that, I try to use fresh. You know, if you want to get good fresh outdoor mushrooms, like especially chanterelles, meet the most unsuccessful deer hunter you can, because they're the guys that are out in the woods all the time hunting for deer, but all they're finding are chanterelle mushrooms. So those are the guys you want to know, the guys that are finding all the chanterelles, bringing them back.
Yeah.
But
And then some of the mushrooms just look really pretty.
Oh yeah.
Like I was looking through the catalog, and I was like they look like the reds and the blue, like chicken of the woods ones. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? They just look like, I don't know.
Yeah. I heard that in the Netherlands that the truffle mushrooms are legal because they're indigenous to that area of the world. Yeah. You can go into shops and buy truffles, magic mushroom, psilocybin.
They
Hercules,
have the,
are you
they have
okay?
those in Michigan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be right back. There's that sword. Sorry. Oh, I forgot you're on.
Dutchy says we have truffles in the store.
Yeah. That's
Trippy
what-
truffles.
Yeah.
Drippy truffles.
There's the fisherman.
There's the fisherman.
Oh yes, go to. I think
There's no. Oh yeah, it's gone. Oh yeah.
Angler of the year.
Right.
you looked all over. I could only find these ones.
That's okay. You're good. Smoking a bowl sounds like a good idea.
I just finished up that blunt I was smoking.
It's another.
Ooh.
Take some of this DJ Short Blueberry. You know, I almost hate to grind it, but when you do, it smells so good. I mean,
Cole, you ever had any of the blueberry muffins?
yes, I have.
I
Yeah,
used to get a little bit of that every once in a while, and oh my god, man, that stuff was amazing. And it literally smelled and tasted just like blueberry muffins.
have you ever had the blue cheese,
I have not.
blueberry crust with UK cheese?
I have not.
Yeah, that's an interesting strain. What about grapefruit? Have you ever had grapefruit?
I actually have had and had some. I
Isn't
had
that
some of
fire?
the dankest fires fucking grapefruit strain there was.
That
Yeah.
shit was amazing.
I mean, it was in. I mean, the terp. I mean, the terp had to be up close to 3%. I
Yeah,
mean, it was the terpiest shit. Some of the terpiest shit that I've smoked in a while. But the high didn't last. You know what I mean? It was a real short-lived buzz. It was pretty intense when it would come on, but
Yeah.
it'd fall off a little faster than I really preferred. And I had some
Yeah.
stuff called papaya cake, and that was
Yeah.
That was
one of
nice
my
too.
that was one of my more favorite ones.
So Dutchy says you can buy a ready-to-go grow set online. Just add water, and the Mexican mushrooms will grow fast. And DB said she's growing oyster mushrooms like that.
yeah. There's a place
And
called
he had blue cheese from Tyson 2.0 yesterday.
there's a place called Midwest Grow Kits. You can Google them. They sell.
They're from Illinois.
Yeah, they're the most consistent company I've worked with. But their Megasphere is kind of a nice setup.
I want to find some old school AK-47 seeds, like some of the mid-90s.
So this people.
Oh no, not right now. Hold on. Hold on. This is so good, dude. I love this.
We got about 6 minutes left. Anybody want to chit chat or pit or pat, talk about anything interesting, this or that? You see this.
Well, you know,
Next we got the corner
Go through
boys.
this rescheduling of marijuana
Yep.
that goes through. It turns out that one of the people on the inner circle with Donald J. Trump is a Republican that is pro marijuana, pro legalization. So he has part of the presidency here at any rate. And I think the president can kind of read the writing on the wall that eventually enough states are going to make it legal. That's going to be redundant not to just make it federally legal. That way the federal government can make their tax on it too.
Well, on their walkthrough poll, it was 72.36% on Trump's own website.
Yeah.
He did a poll, and it was high as fuck. Over 2/3
Yeah.
of voting Americans, and it was like, that's insane, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's not even political, because that was a nonpartisan. That's not like, even people that are anti-Trump went on there and were like, hey, listen, asshole, fuck you, but make weed legal. Fuck you, make weed legal. And I was like, damn. I mean, hey.
I remember I was at a fair one time, and at the fair were these representatives and senators, and they're all going around shaking babies and, you know, kissing hands, doing all that.
That's why they lost the election.
Yeah, right. So,
Kiss
anyways,
the babies and shake the hands.
yeah. So I told them, I said, I asked each one of them, where do you stand on medical marijuana? And each one of them said, oh, I think it's a horrible idea. I said, well, then you will not be receiving my vote. I'll make a note of that. Thank you.
Sit, please.
I said, the people are tired. People are
Good
sick and
boy.
tired of being illegal. It's, you know, this is
Good
before they made it legal, you know, but made it medical. But
Dude, the prices they charge here, they part charge one, it's more money. If it's legal, it'd be better.
Just like here in North Carolina, Cole. I mean, you ain't never seen such a opposition in
yeah,
all your life. You know what I mean? Like when I went in there and seen how they were I went in for a bill proposal against CBD.
yeah,
And that was when I really seen, I mean, they were trying to make CBD flower completely illegal in North Carolina,
it's ridiculous.
because every time they pulled someone over, if they had any pot on them, they were saying it was CBD, and they had no way to test it.
Yeah,
So that was out of a way to, they couldn't do shit. And
yeah,
and it was, you know, rendering their ability to investigate
and enforce their
and enforce. Yeah. So, I mean, literally, I mean, I watched a sheriff get up, a sheriff of a county, you know, 3 counties away. And this man literally got on there and he was like, I'm Sheriff such and such with Guilford County, and I think CBD marijuana should be illegal because it's just a gateway drug. And, you know, I mean, it was the dumb. I mean, like, I couldn't believe the man got up and opened his fucking mouth, to be honest with you. He looked like a complete dumb shit. And I mean, it was just,
that's ridiculous.
and I mean, most all the sheriffs were like that. Most all of the sheriffs, I mean, even the ones that were real smart, you know, you could tell were, you know, pretty highly intellectual fellas. They still had the same kind of nasty, you know, we don't want it because, you know, it renders us doing our investigations, and, you know, it was just it was all the hope that I had that it would happen here, you know, that it was coming, literally went out the window that day.
Yeah,
Because if they threw up that much of a fight against CBD, something that doesn't even get you high,
yeah,
I mean, what? And I mean, even a lot of the younger people. Like,
yeah,
there was a bunch of younger guys in there, and I was kind of waiting to see one of them stand up and kind of try to speak to the pros versus the cons. Not a single one of them. And every one of them that did get up had the same old school. It's almost like they got told that if they didn't go along with it, damn,
Stick to the agenda, or you're going to get ass whooping.
Papa's going to pull the trust fund and you can go get your ass a job.
yeah,
I mean, they literally, it was what the old timers said is what everybody, and what the sheriff said, everybody else followed that path.
yeah,
But it didn't get passed. The only reason it didn't was because one of our state politicians who owns pig farms was trying to have something squeezed into that bill that would have allowed him to not have to clean his pig farms a certain way. He wouldn't have had to follow EPA standards or some shit. So that was also thrown in on that bill, and that was like kind of back tucked away in that bill. So it was really,
Good.
it was
So that's
several different reasons why they pushed so hard on that.
There's still up though. Oh,
I liked peyote when I tried it. I'm gonna be honest.
you know,
I'm a-
I've never done. Good, Kyle.
I've always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
That and
You
that-
know,
that and- that and
I was
that-
in my 20s.
that-
well, I was
that one.
I was 20.
sure.
The first time I was 18. I did it a couple times. Like first time I did it, I was 18. I did it a few times. I was in the rave scene in the 90s,
Yeah.
partying like a dumbass, and then it was fun, but you puke like a. Ugh. But I puke when I eat magic mushrooms as well. But I also overdo it. And yes, peyote gives you extra visuals and hallucinations. I'm gonna tell you something. Be with trusted friends whenever you do anything stupid.
Oh yeah.
And I say it's stupid because it's fun, but it's stupid.
Yeah, I've never done peyote. I've done synthetic mescaline, and that was too much.
Really?
Yeah, I did a tab of it. I don't know how many micrograms were in it, but I did a
Oh,
tab of synthetic, and because of that, I lived 80 years longer than I should have.
Yeah, I haven't done it since.
I'd be talking. First of all, I'm just tripping balls. I'm talking the walls are warping, the windows are melting,
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
everything is visual happening, and I'm talking to people, and in the middle of the conversation, I'd be sucked down a vortex, and then there I'm a totally different person, and I'm a little baby, and I remembered my mom. It wasn't the same mother, but I remembered there's a mother there that took care of me, and I had a family, and I would zoom back down into here mid conversation with you, and then I'd zoom back down that one. And I'd be growing up with my family. I'd be 8, 9 years old by now, and continue growing with the family and spend several years down the vortex, and then zoom back in, and I'm just right back in the conversation with you. And I had an entire lifetime like that during this trip on synthetic mescaline, and it was
Wow.
the most intense thing, and while tripping balls. So it was the most intense thing in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, I can only imagine that's. But I mean, I've done a lot of acid back in the day. I
Mhm.
mean, a lot. Like we went wide fucking open on it. I mean,
Yeah.
I've spent 3 days on a trip. You know what I mean? Like literally 3 full days
Mhm.
gone. You know, in a whole nother realm. But I'm gonna tell you right now, nothing compared to a DMT.
Mhm.
A DMT is that's a whole nother fucking
That's
monster.
a dream molecule there, brother.
Yes, it is, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. When you try that, buckle your seatbelt.
Oh, I've been there, done that.
It was. I mean, I enjoyed it,
Mm-hmm.
and I liked it because it wasn't. It didn't last that long,
Mm-hmm.
but it,
Yeah, 10,
shit
15
does.
minutes.
It's the most intense 10 to 15 minutes of your life, and
Mm-hmm.
even for the rest of the hour, it's like it's coming and going on you. You know, like you're thinking it's completely done, and all of a sudden stuff just gets kind of strange.
Yeah.
This is dangerous. Nutmeg poisoning is dangerous. They used to do this back when in the Malcolm X book, they talk about this. You taking nutmeg.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, so nutmeg poisoning creates hallucinations. It's very dangerous. It's very bad for you.
What was it? I remember kids used to eat Dramamine. It was a motion sickness pill, and they would eat a ton of that shit, and they would make them trip.
Mm.
And I remember, all these all these younger folks talking about it. Fortunately, I'd gotten past that part of my life,
Mhm.
and I didn't take part in that myself. I didn't feel the need. But I just remember a bunch of kids talking about that. you know, it was like I kind of thought of it as the kids that were drinking NyQuil to get drunk too. You know what I mean? Like,
Hmm.
I mean, you're over here eating fucking motion sickness pills by the damn handful. I don't say I don't. That didn't look smart nor healthy.
Cookie cheese
Yeah.
wieners.
Unfortunately, at that time, that I thought about that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Vivi says she cooks with nutmeg.
When I was a kid, we used to go to the doctor and tell him we got a cough and a sore throat, and he'd give us that codeine syrup.
Oh yeah, that's syrup.
And everything was good until one. I'll never forget this guy's name, Dr. Isaac Pope, pediatrician. He moved into town and everything went to hell. I said, Doctor, I got a sore throat and I'm coughing. I need some of that syrup. He said, let me see your throat. And he looks and he said, it ain't red. He said, if your sore throat's sore, you go gargle with some salt water. What? Yeah, you're not getting that codeine syrup for me, he said. No, if your throat's really sore, you can gargle with warm salt water. It'll take it away. The next time I had a sore throat, I tried it, and it does take away the pain. Gargling with warm salt water alleviates throat pain. But yeah, he wouldn't give up that syrup anymore because he realized every time I was going in there, I was walking away with a bottle of that syrup. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had I used to work at Freightliner, build transfer trucks, and we had a doctor across the street from out there, and he was a candy doctor.
Mhm.
I've literally seen people walk. I've seen people come out of the pharmacies with shopping bags, like a Walmart bag, slam full of scripts, and
Yeah.
max doses on them, like craziness. And I mean, this guy was giving everybody anything, from what I understand, for several
Nicholas
years.
Mullally, welcome in.
He is no longer in. He is no longer practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he got his ass busted.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I mean, there's, you know, I'm sure his, you know, his willy nilly attitude towards prescribing people probably put some in the grave. But I don't see how, you know, it was really bad, you know, back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
All right, I'm really confused. All right, I'm trying to read chat. We got Dutchy talking about nutmeg and lube with lidocaine. DB talking about shootings with puppies. Okay, Marcy Collins is talking about a young man was shot in a trailer across the street from her.
Mm.
Oh, the puppy's been jumping ever since the shooting. I missed part of chat. There was a shooting in the trailer court in Roswell, New Mexico today.
Yeah.
Well, shit. I'm high as giraffe pussy, so I was missing stuff. But what I was going to say is, don't forget, this coming week, we've got the Corner Boys coming up. And that's going to be pretty cool. And we're going to be actually hanging out with them the 20th at Keefe Canna Fest. And then we also got North Spore. We're going to be growing some different mushrooms.
Nice.
I think I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to put up some mushroom poll and have pick what kind of mushrooms.
I'll give you some definite suggestions to put up there.
Well, I got the choices they have, I guess, for me, and then I'll send you those choices, and then
Marcia was outside when it happened. That's horrible. Yeah, we had a shooting in my neighborhood, just maybe not even a month ago, right down in front of a church. The young man had left the gang to make a better life for his wife and new child, and they were going to church, and to change his life. He made an announcement on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. I'm not doing that lifestyle anymore. I'm not into the gang. I'm not going to do all that. I apologize to anybody I may have been influenced into a bad way of life with my music I used to make like that. I'm now going to make music, just for his religion, just for his for that. So he left the gang and went to that, and the gang was like, "Oh, you want to leave, do you? All right." So they shot him outside the church, killed him in front of his wife and child.
Oh man.
Yeah, tragedy, absolute
Yes, it
tragedy.
is.
Young man trying to straighten his life out, and the gang was like, "No, you won't." Yeah,
It's the second one this year. Damn.
yeah.
Marcy's from Illinois, so she's used to the shooting.
The shooting.
I was actually just talking to somebody about that earlier. It's sad. The amount of gun violence it's crazy. And I'm guessing it was drug related. I'm just going to make an assumption because Marcy's got some nefarious neighbors. Let's say she's had some issues with some of her neighbors.
They kind of like your neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, them kind of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's like that shit's always happening down here in Charlotte. I mean, there's people getting shot down there every week, every weekend. I mean, it's
15 to 20 a day. Right here.
I
So,
don't think we're that bad.
so I was in North Carolina years ago, Kyle.
Yeah.
I'd been out of the Army maybe a year, maybe 2 years. I don't know. It's been not long. And I looked up an old
What's up with Volvo Island?
I looked up an old Army buddy of mine named Michael Hunter, and he lived in Hickory, North Carolina.
Yeah.
FL Thunder Digging with Rob. He's got an awesome Sunday stream, and he also streams on Saturday night with Back with Charlie.
Oh, nice.
If you don't know FL Thunder Digging with Rob, make sure you check out Rob. He's an awesome fella.
Nice.
Yeah, Cole, that's 45 minutes up the road. That's up there by where Jericho was living.
Okay.
Jericho was like 15 minutes.
From Hickory? Oh, he's lost the camera.
Somebody called him.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah.
And he'll be back. But yeah, so don't forget, next week we've got the Corner Boys coming up, and we're going to be hanging out with them September. Shit. We'll be hanging out with them September 20th at the Kiwi Canna Fest. We'll also be hanging out with Ronnie D. Hunt. He's an awesome fella. And then we'll be hanging out with a couple other cool people. Somebody called you, didn't they? You just muted yourself.
Yeah,
There you're
they
back.
did. Yeah, they did.
Fuckers.
Yeah. And so, before that, Cole, finish your story about Hickory and your buddy.
Say again?
Is that the only time you've been in North Carolina was to go to Hickory?
No, I went there to Hickory to go visit him, but I didn't know where he lived. So I get in the phone book and just start looking for every hunter under the phone book. And I got a hold of his uncle. His uncle said, "Yeah, that's my sister's kid." I said, "Well, could I have her number?" He said, "Sure." So he gave me the number. I called him up. He met me downtown. We went to his, he said, "My mom's invited you and your dad. My dad and I were traveling together. Invited you guys to dinner." I said, "All right, great." I said, "Is there somewhere I can stop and, maybe get a bottle of something for after dinner?" "Oh, this is a dry county." I'm sorry. A what? I never heard of such a thing. A dry county. They don't sell alcohol in this county. I said, so what do you do for alcohol? Oh, we drive down the road and get it, or we call a friend of mine. I was like, really? Who's the friend? Well, he's a friend of mine. He said, if you want some alcohol, I can get you some alcohol. I said, yeah, give me some alcohol. So I gave him some money, and he went, and he came back, and sure enough, he had a bottle of alcohol his friend made, a jar of it, anyways.
Yep.
And we mixed that with some Coca-Cola, and it was
I thought you were talking about the other car. Gary said,
Right.
damn, hell yeah.
we had a jar of one and a gram of the other.
Good old days.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good, but it came from a Dry County. I'd never heard of such a thing, Dry County.
Now, we have a handful of those here in North Carolina. I don't think it's as bad now. I think they've gotten rid of most of them,
Mm.
but I think there's still a couple left. Fortunately, I don't live in the state, but I don't drink really either. And the only thing that I do drink, I won't drink anything that's got a damn label on it.
Yeah,
If it doesn't come in a quart jar with magic marker wrote on it, I don't want it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's
Like I'm stone cold sober, except for pot.
Yeah, same here.
I'm at the point. I just smoke weed now. I take my freaking prescription pills that I take just for my freaking blood thinners, the ones because I'm fucking crazy. Like I'm trying to live for another 40 years because I want to annoy some people. I'm an asshole. I'm trying not to be an asshole. I'm trying to
No,
live
you're
for
not.
some longer.
no, you're not.
You know.
You're not trying to be.
Yeah.
You enjoy and embrace the asshole that you are.
Well, I'm trying to be less of an asshole for certain people.
It's big. That's big of you, Jericho. Way to do your
I
part.
thought you California sober. That's what I am. Green
Hey,
and
you know, the two of you both are on so much medication too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the alcohol would not be a good thing to be mixing with all the medications I take. But I mean,
It'd kill me.
yeah, I mean that's like me. I don't, you know, I still like to take a nip. You know, I like a good couple, 2 or 3. You know, if I'm with my buddies, out, you know, we might pull a jar out and have a couple nips off that thing. You know what I mean? It's just
Well, when I met you, I would. That's where I was at. I would sip and nip.
yeah, a little sip and nip. You know, 2 or 3 cures what ails you.
Or when I was grilling, I would drink a beer while I was grilling, or 2 beers at most while I was grilling,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
But then that was no more.
Don't want to be hungover. Don't want to be puking. Don't want nobody telling me what I did the night before.
myself personally, I drank heavily for quite a few years to the point that I had to get sober. And so I did that over 28 years ago. And then life played a cruel joke on me. I took a medication called Depakote, valproic acid,
That about killed me.
and it took out my pancreas. It gave me pancreatitis several times. And every time I went in, they said, "Oh, you've been doing some drinking, have you?" Well, actually, no, I'm sober. No, come on now. You don't get pancreatitis if you're sober. I'm like, well, I don't know what to tell you, but I have been drinking.
Okay. Question.
And, yeah.
What's pancreatitis do to you?
Pancreatitis is when your pancreas is inflamed and overproduces digestive enzymes to the point that it starts to digest your organs. And
Okay,
it's
so
very painful.
when I was on valproic acid Depakote, I stopped going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I did not piss or shit.
Wow.
Okay. So like I was in prison.
Yeah.
When they changed my seizure med, I went to prison
Yeah.
because it was cheaper. I stopped going to the bathroom. I didn't pee or poop. Okay.
Yeah.
I ate, I drank, but whatever I ingested, I sweated, but like whatever I ingested converted to fat. All of a sudden I gained 100. I went from 100, I was about 265 pounds, but I was muscular now, mind you. Then I went to 354 pounds in a month.
Wow.
My skin tore.
Oh boy.
But here's the thing. I wasn't blocked. Everything I ate converted to fat.
Oh,
And it was a reaction from the Depakote.
yeah. It's not a good drug. Not a good medication.
No. And that's what they said. That was the most fucked up reaction anyone's ever had. They said, because I did not have to go to the bathroom. So I ended up having to go in, and they stuck this needle into my kidneys and into my bladder and had to pump this paste. This fucking gross. But like, because of salts.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But like, I was young. I was 20. I had just turned 21. I don't know. 1999. I was a young, dumb kid. And they were telling me they changed my seizure med because it was cheaper. And I'm telling them, hey, something's wrong. I'm not going to the bathroom. They didn't believe me. I'm like, no, listen, I didn't go to the bathroom. They're like, bullshit. Nobody doesn't go to the bathroom. And when you're telling the prison guards, like, listen, bro, I haven't gone to the bathroom. Something's wrong. And then they're seeing, okay, you look, when they looked at my intake picture, they're like, hey, are you getting extra canteen from somebody? Because I legit gained 100 pounds.
Why are you getting fat?
And then I had gotten stretch marks and my skin popped.
Yeah.
My skin popped.
Yeah.
And they said it was a reaction from the valproic acid.
Yeah. Yeah, that Depakote gave me pancreatitis pretty bad. And so now I'm so sensitive to alcohol. Years ago, the last time I had pancreatitis attack, I needed to take some NyQuil one night because I had a horrible cold. And I was like, it's what I have. It's what I have on hand. So I took one shot of NyQuil, went to bed, woke up in the middle of the night, puking and crapping all over the place with my side hurting so bad. I knew exactly what it was. So I called the ambulance. They took me in the hospital. And I was in the hospital for 3 days with pancreatitis. And they finally figured out that it was the Depakote and took me off the Depakote. But by then, the damage had been done. So I cannot drink if I wanted to. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't want to, obviously.
Yeah.
But even if I wanted to, though, it'd just make me so sick I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, I got lucky. I drank way too much when I was younger.
Yeah.
But like I said, 26 is when I stopped with the real bad stuff and pretty much drinking too. After that, you know what I mean? Like that was the end of my years of going to the bar and getting shitty on the regular,
Yeah.
But the only thing I truly would have a hard time trying to put down is weed. I could put down anything else. Back in the day, we'd hit the damn slopes. We'd go, we'd end up with the damn summertime sniffles.
Yeah.
And that wasn't shit for me to put down.
Yeah.
But I never really ever got to where I had a problem with it. I never really had it. It was just always where I was at.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things, you know what I mean? Like I always had the best bud. And
Yeah.
you always wanted to party with me. So that's what you had and that's what I had. So
Yeah.
everybody shared. It was the fun days when everybody shared.
Yep.
Before
Well,
everybody
here's
started
the other
hiding in
thing.
the bathrooms.
Well, here's the other thing, though. Now, we talked about this the other day. Safety.
Yeah, you don't know what the fuck's in the shit now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's I watched a bunch of stand-up comedians, and they were like, "Man, I miss the good old days back in the early 2000s and 90s when, they were like, you'd bump into a guy in a bathroom, and he'd be in there chalking one up. You know what I mean? And if you walked in while someone's breaking out lines, they fucking look at you and be like, "You want one?" They'd be like, "Hell yeah!" So you just do this shit with anybody you didn't know them. Now,
Now you don't
they're like, now they're like, shit, I wouldn't touch that shit. You know what I mean? Like, What happened to the good old days of being able to do a line with a stranger in a bathroom and not be worried about getting a line of fucking fentanyl and falling over on the fucking ground? And I'd never thought about that, because I don't do it anymore. I hadn't done it in 20 years. So,
Well,
it didn't
it's
really
not
cross
even
my
just
mind like that.
fentanyl anymore. Like meth,
Yeah.
Yeah.
heroin,
Well, I mean,
fentanyl.
that was starting to become prevalent back in the early 2000s around here.
Yeah.
We had gotten a hold of some stuff like that was cut with meth, and
Yeah.
that was quite the experience. That was right there before I pretty much stopped partying.
Yeah.
So I just, the fentanyl thing's what scares me. I mean, I've already known 2 or 3 people that have died from that. So,
Yeah. I
you know,
lost
for all
friends too.
for all my friends that still do it every once in a while, even the ones that don't do it but once every blue moon, it just scares me for them what they got to try to sift through out there, and hoping I don't ever get that phone call about one of them.
Yeah, I wish I could enjoy a beer once in a while, Dutchy. That'd be great. I drink NA beers though. It has a little bit of alcohol, I guess, but I can never tell. But I'll drink one or two. Like my favorite is it's a German brand called Klostauler, and that's one of my favorite NA beers. And I'll drink a couple of those if I'm, down in synagogue or something. Usually, I'll have a couple of those. Yeah, they taste beer-ish,
IPA one tastes just like beer, straight up.
My dad brews his own beer and makes wine in the basement,
Nice.
and he also has a DB's having elderberry gummies. He can make blackberry brandy,
Nice.
and then he's got a friend that may or may not know how to convert said brandy into purified liqueur.
Yeah.
And that's what I used to drink off and on growing up. As family tradition on holidays, mellow corn, the most horrible tasting corn liquor. It's disgusting. What some people don't grasp, in Wisconsin, you can take a 5-year-old and buy him a beer, and a 5-year-old can drink a beer in the bar. Have, can. 12-year-old. I've sat next to my dad and drank a beer. It's normal. I think back to going to the bar. My dad played poker and played euchre Saturday morning, and I could go up and play video games, and then in the afternoon have a beer with my dad watching baseball. And it was normal.
Yeah.
And I'm 13, 14. And it's still, to this day, it's commonplace. And when you go to North Carolina and you talk about that, and Kyle's like,
Motherfucker, you get run out of a bar if you even
Yeah.
bring a kid into a bar here.
Yeah.
People are gonna talk cash shit to
Yeah.
you. This ain't no fucking place for you.
unless they got food.
Yeah, I mean, something like that. Like if it's a bar and grills, you'll see somebody with kids come in, but you damn sure ain't
Up
seeing mom and pop
up
buying 'em a
until
beer.
dinner.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see a mom and pop buying them a beer. I mean, that just ain't happening.
Jackson McCluskey.
But hey, they do stuff differently in other places. You know what I mean? Just because they do things like, we do things this way, people do things differently in other places. Who's to say who's right and wrong? It's just different ways of doing it. I mean, shit, Jericho, look at you.
Yep. But I got to make something to eat. I ran late. It's dinner time. I'm at that hour and a half mark. We got the Corner Boys coming up next week, and we're going to be looking at North Spore. Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, nice.
That's going to be exciting. I'm super excited. Jackson is one of the Islanders. He's a cheesehead. I was talking about cheeseheads. Mr. Goldpan and Dutchy Jacko coming in all the way from Amsterdam. He's
Yeah.
California sober. Be blessed, everyone. DB's awesome. We love DB. Have a great night.
Happy birthday.
The grill's
Mark.
hot.
Renee.
It's Renee.
Renee.
Renee's in bed already. She's got her feet up and her seat up.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Have a good night, everybody.
See you, Dutchy.
Hood Billy life, yeah, we fighting tonight. From the hood to the country, we're shining bright. Grinding and climbing, we're reaching for the sky. Hood Billy life, we're gonna fly. Born in the boondocks, and I wasn't a saint. Hung out under the stars, but I needed more than that. Hated where I came from, shit's changed so now I'm holding on to my roots, yet chasing my passion. I'm knocking on doors, make moves in the streets, chilling in the hood, hustling and grinding, searching for no good. Made mistakes, did my time, learned my lessons, now I'm wise. Striving for better, chasing my prize. Never giving up, even when times are tough. Cause now I'm on a mission, I'm gonna make it up. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's torn, but with a spirit that fights. A mix of cultures, a blend of styles. Hood Philly life, we're gonna make it loud. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's healed with a spirit that shines. Learning from mistakes, growing stronger. Hood Billy life, we're moving forward forever. Born in the boondocks, and I wasn't a saint. Hung out under the stars. Born in the boondocks, and I wasn't a saint. Hung out under the stars, but I needed more than that. Hated where I came from, shit's changed though. Now I'm holding on to moves, yet chasing my roots, yet chasing my passion. I'm knocking on doors, made moves in the streets, chilling in the hood, hustling and grinding, searching for no good. Made mistakes, did my time, learned my lessons, now I'm wise. Striving for better, chasing my prize. Never giving up, even when times are tough. Cause now I'm on a mission, I'm gonna make it up. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's torn, but with a spirit that fights. A mix of cultures, a blend of styles. Hood Billy life, we're gonna make it loud. From the city lights to the country nights. A heart that's healed with a spirit that shines. Learning from mistakes, growing stronger. Hood Billy life, we're moving forward forever. Hood Billy life, we're moving forward forever. Hood Billy life, we're moving forward forever.